And there's a top field here tonight, and it's anyone's tonight.
Okay, mate, all the best. Thanks again, and have a safe night. Okay, we move on now to the New South Wales #1. Put your hands together, Ross Brims. Okay, Ross, firstly, congratulations on the New South Wales 1. Give you a little bit of confidence for tonight.
Yes, the car's going well, and I feel as though I can sort of put up a bit of a chance with these fellas anyway.
Mate, you're not new to this race. You've raced many years with a little bit of success, but would love to go one better.
Yes, well, this is the first time this year at Lismore, of course, but the track looks really good now. It's widened out a bit, and I hope we can put on a bit of a show for the public.
Good on you, Ross. All the best tonight. Also on our list, all the way from Mackay in Queensland, put your hands together for Queensland #1, Lindsay Hawkins. Lindsay, welcome to Lismore. Congratulations, Queensland #1.
Thanks, Daryl.
Mate, you obviously know these drivers. You've raced them against them before. Who's the one to beat?
I think there's no picking anyone here because every car is a pretty fast car. Good drivers, well experienced, so it's anyone's go.
Mate, you haven't been to Lismore for a while. Like the setup at the track?
It's the first time I've actually come to race in Lismore.
It's great to have you here. We wish you all the best. Okay, we move on to the #81, American Truck Parts. Put your hands together, Johnny Oslight. Oh, John, you got some support there tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see. There's a lot of people here from Wollongbar tonight, and we really appreciate them all coming to see us have a run. It's good to be back at Lismore, and I'd like to thank American Truck Parts and Bluey for keeping the car going, and we're just going to give a shit and see what happens.
John, this race really has eluded you in the past. It would be great to see you, and I know personally for yourself you'd love to win it.
Yeah, especially tonight. I think I've run about 26 of them, and there's probably 20 of the best cars. The cars that are here are good enough to beat the Australian title.
Yeah, of course, you had a great run down there. John, we wish you all the best tonight, and we'd love to see you up there at the end of the night. Put your hands together, Johnny Oslight.
Pre-track. Straight saloons over 8 laps. Hang on to your hats, folks. This will be interesting. They still can't get traction. They better now because the green light's on. Okay, first race of the night. Luke Gray in 5. Leads them out from Goldie. Handley going quite well there in the 77 car. He seems to be getting a traction. And look at the little brick. She's right up the top and running in about 3rd spot. Let's hope they don't squash him up against the wall. What's that little Mini? Very lightweight car. Will be up running on top of the circuit, top of the surface at this stage. Goldie's, oh, look out here. There's lime flying, so one of them is selected to go on the infield, thinking that's the quickest way. Officials probably seen that, though, I'd say. That was handy, and he's seen it all right, and he filled it. Straight into the old concrete, thank you very much. He gives it a bit for though, Henley. He leads away now in the 77 car. The little Mini there, Carway doing well in 2nd spot. Then Duncan is back in, where's he? He's in about 3rd spot. Then Luke Gray holds down about 4th spot at this stage on a very slippery track in the early stages of the race meeting here tonight. But 77, your race leader, that's Handy. In the Valiant, the Protec paint sponsored Valiant. Handy at 77, your race leader. These guys are just not getting traction whatsoever. Handy hits some concrete near the bamboos, but he's okay, and he gets a boot fall down his front chute. Look at him get into it. Oh, and the clouds. The clouds are flying out underneath that car. As Duncan now sends a little Tirana up in the 2nd spot. The little Mini, he's carting more mud than what the whole car weighs. Fair dinkum, but he's still holding down about 3rd, 4th spot at this stage. Go the brick. Look at this little Mini. I don't believe it. It's carting about 4.5 tonne of mud and clay underneath the car, and it's still going. And have a look at them down here. They don't know where they want to go up, these fellas. The 77 car was the lead car. Now look out here. Here's Robbie Duncan said there's one way around here, and that's the top line for me, thank you. Now Duncan takes over the lead. And Duncan in car 1 now, your leader. Hanby's in 2nd spot. Behind him then is, I think it might be Spencer. Well, there's the Mini going through as well, but these other fellas, they won't go straight. Okay, we'll stay with the leader, Duncan, in the little Tirana. Where is he? There he is over near the gate. And it's Duncan, your race leader at this stage, or it was anyhow. It's very, very wet on that infield too, so the boys are going to have fun in there if they get out, let me tell you. I walked across there earlier, and it's very, very wet. Okay, where's our race leader? Blacklock goes underneath me. Look out here, children. They're coming together. Duncan says, let me through here, thanks. And away goes Duncan. He goes through it quite okay. The 15 car there of Spencer, I think it is, in the Falcons, possibly in second spot. Then 77, I think you'll probably find it'll be holding down third. That's Hamby. Where's the brick? There's the brick. It's still out there. Oh, dear, it's slippery. Mark English there on the 31 car, just rolling around underneath me as the old Valiant hits the wall. That's McSweeney in the 47 car, the Black Valiant. Look at them bunch up there giving us concrete, son, let me tell you. Listen to the little mini rev. Okay, now Hamby's up front, is he? I think it's Hamby in front from the mini. They're chopping and changing all over the place. Duncan's car will not go straight for him, Robbie Duncan's. Oh, they're giving this concrete, son, let me tell you. Bang, crash, you don't know where to look around the circuit. Everywhere you do, you can see a car slammed into the wall. Very, very wet conditions here indeed. Listen to them, nudging that concrete. Who's in front? You take your pick. I haven't got a clue, I've got to be honest with you. I think it might be Hamby, but I'm not sure. I think it's this car in 77, thank you, 77. Yeah, Hamby's the race leader. There he is here in front of me now, right in front of me. 77 is your race leader. I think the brick's probably holding down second spot. But Hamby, car 77, we've still got 2 laps to go. Fair dinkum. We got 2 to go, so 77, that's your lead car, and you take your you make your own arrangements for the minors. But we'll stay with this 77 car in front of the Automobile Club there now. The big gold Tangerine car 77 is your race leader. He'll come around this time and take the white flag, which look out here, straight into the wood. Give us some. Look at them. Play up here, something shocking. Hamby's got this whole machine going the right way, though. And he's nice and busy in the office, too, trying to keep it pointed the right way. How about the little mini, though? This has been great. I think you'll find the bricks running in about second spot. Oh, this fellow doesn't see this car on the concrete is going to be funny. No, he's seen it. Hamby comes around now where he's got about half a lap to go. I think you'll find in the 77 car, and he's give the concrete a nice old serve just at the end gate in front of the main grandstand, and it's going to be 77 Hamby. Spencer thought he might have picked the checkered flag up here, but he's just trying to keep the car going straight. Here comes Hamby, around he comes, and it's going to be Hamby. He's going to win it. Bobby Hamby, he takes the checkered flag. Oh. You take your pick, folks, for second and third. Will the brick last long enough? The brick's going down. Look out, brick. Whoa! He's still there, the brick. Have a go at it. 14.5 tons. The heaviest mini in Australia, this thing. But the brick goes over, and I think you'll find he's run second, the brick. Hamby first, and I'll say the brick second, and make your own arrangements. I think it might have been Blackstock. I think may have got in at third. Oh. Over 8 laps. Watch these cars. Youngbury sits up on the concrete in the front row. Batches back there in the blue and white Cortina, I should say. Dear, oh dear, it's slippery. Okay, the flashing lights are on, so we'll probably get them at any stage. Yes, we've got a green, so hang on to the action, folks. Paul Youngbury picked up 14 gears there in 3 minutes. Murray Cross tries to follow him through into second spot. But Youngbury is your race leader as they try and sort themselves out. Robbie Armstrong way back there towards the tail of the field. That's where Youngbury went upside down, roughly where he was there now on last meeting. He'll be remembering that spot as he goes through it. But it's Paul Youngbury, the 96 car out front, doing it nicely now. Watching Patch back there in about 4th or 5th spot give the concrete a bit of a nudge on that occasion. But it's Youngbury sitting up high and using the concrete wall, and that's good driving. Pardon me, and it's Paul Youngbury there now in the 96 car. He is your race leader in this first heat of the Street Stockers. Youngbury leads away now from the 17 car, that's Allenson. In the 21 car is Cross, so it's Youngbury, Allenson and Cross running 1, 2, 3 at this stage. But it's all Paul Youngbury out front. Youngbury's doing it very nicely. In a canter, you could say. Junker Williams having problems there in the 61 car at the rear of the field with 6 laps to go. Look at Youngbury, he's using that concrete right up near the BM2s there, and he straightens her up as he gets this little bit of a run towards the official tower as he goes in under us there in the 96 car. Oh, they're crunching and a munching, these guys. 17's like a flathead in 2 inches of water. That's Alex and Scortina. Then the 21 car, that's Cross. He still holds down 3rd spot. That's the first 3. The 83 car is going quite well for Robbie Armstrong now. He's up into about 5th spot, starting from the rear of the field. The 26 car just rolled in underneath, and she's not handling real well at all, that thing. That's Kerry Howe, Scortina. 61 there is Junker Williams, and the Campbell Rigging sponsored car. Car 10 in the Steel Fabrications car, that's Donnie Stevenson. And there's Youngbury in the 96 car with half this. What have we got? 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Oh, crunch and bang, and he's go. I thought he was coming straight down on that other car there, but he didn't. Thank goodness. That was the 19 car. That's where am I? Can't even read it. 19. That's Jacket, of course, in the 19 car. Just watching these guys now. Some of them are trying to pick up a higher gear instead of revving and spinning out. They just want to pick a higher gear up. If they can, but Youngbury's up on the concrete still as he tries to get past this other car. Look at the smoke pouring out of this little machine on the infield here on that's the 17 car, and that's Alexson. So it's Youngbury in front still. I think you'll find Alexson still holds down probably in the 2nd spot. They're roaring. There's Robbie Armstrong in 83. He's up there in about 5th spot at this stage. But it's all Youngbury, where we've still got 3 laps to go. We've only done 5, believe it or not. We've got 3 to go. Very, very wet indeed. I don't think you'd even be able to grade it, to be honest with you. Should go down beautiful if they can just get enough racing on it to consolidate it. Where's our race leader? I'm looking for him. He's gone underneath me, actually, with 3 to go. It's Youngbury. Paul Youngbury, the race leader. Just watching when these cars are hitting the fence. They're hitting a bit hard too, some of these fellas. They're not just giving it a nudge. McDonald went underneath me there in car 9. Youngbury trying to keep this car of his straight and in the right, pointed in the right direction. He can now. That's the 96 car. That's Paul Youngbury. He is the race leader with 2 laps to go. Voice is shot already. We've only got 1.5 races gone so far, but it's Youngbury still your race leader. Doing a nice out front, Paul Youngbury. How do you think these Super Sedan boys are going in the pits, having a look over the fence and seeing this? Could they be making some alterations? There's 96, Paul Youngbury. What coloured flag Paul's getting? It's a white flag, so they'll have 1 to go. There's 1 left to go for Paul Youngbury this time round. Youngbury's on his final lap as he goes under the lap counter. That's the race leader, the little red Tirana. Paul Youngbury with about 2/3 of a lap. Oh, Robbie Armstrong starting to rev that little black machine of his up, the 83 car. He's up into 4th spot. He wants 3rd if he can get it. But Paul Youngbury in front of the main grandstand now, past the bamboos and about to come in front of the members' stand. And it's Paul Youngbury as he hits the fence, yeah, just gives it a little bit of a nudge, just to straighten her up and point her towards the judge. And Paul Youngbury, you'll find, will take out the first event for the Street Stockers. Paul Youngbury takes the checkered flag and does it well indeed. And as I said, make your own arrangements about the minor placings. Not begrudging the guys in any way, don't get me wrong, but I haven't got a clue who run the minors, but I know Paul Youngbury. Paul Youngbury definitely got the judges' pat. Next event on the card, event 7, should be Modified Productions. I don't think that. Lehman there in the 05 car. Watching that white car, that was the one that was making all the noise earlier, probably one of the lack of a run. The Australian champions out there in the Camaro, Nick McCollier. In car 1, the red car right in front of the lap timer now. That's the Australian champion. Oh, listen to these things. Lehman's out there. Brim's the New South Wales champion. There's your Australian number 1 from Brisbane. As the lights come on, that'll slow them down. So that's it, boys. They're 3 laps. Waiting for a few more of the boys to join them, and they're doing so as I speak. Making sure that they're buckled in and fully helmeted up before they're allowed out onto the circuit. Oh, there's the green. You heard him boot into it. Marshall and the Commodore from Brisbane only blew the thing up just getting into it. Johnny Pine, car 9, Johnny Leslie in 81. Out to the lap counter they go. These are only hot laps, believe it or not. They're only warming these things up. As Marshall went around there pretty quickly indeed too. In the 99, Kevin Hamilton in 99. Pine in 19, Leslie in 81. Then in car 7, of course, the flyer, that's Girdleston from the Gold Coast. Then 17 is Brian Misson all the way from Toowoomba. As I said, Johnny Pine earlier there tonight, he was certainly dialed in. He had that car biting in the wet. The car was certainly biting in the wet conditions. Now they've got a little bit of a racetrack underneath them. And you can see that Pine appears to be dialing in. I think better than any of the other cars. Look at Pine. Johnny Pine out of Newcastle. Tell me what, he's not dialed in. I reckon Jamie McHugh from the Gold Coast in the Falcon. O'Neill in the front car, McHugh in the blue one. Watch Paul O'Neill as he dialed in like Pine. O'Neill sideways, gives it a big, big ball. Lismore 5, Paulie O'Neill. Car 23, Jamie McHugh from the Gold Coast in the Falcon. They're the two cars out to complete this section of the warm-up for the big boys. Paulie O'Neill sort of dialed in pretty well too, let me tell you. I don't think he's going as quick as what Johnny Pine was, but O'Neill, however, has got this track going pretty well. But O'Neill's out there on his own. Remember, Pine was sort of working his way through traffic really in a warm-up. Oh, Paul O'Neill's got that thing dialed in and cracking. Finished 3 laps there in the... Officials are having a good look at them. The lights are flashing. I'll say we'll probably get them this time round. Grid looks pretty good. I'm not going to let them go as yet. Build. About 14 cars to do battle at Heat 1 of the modified productions. I'll have them go very shortly. Wayne Carter. Lights are out. Keep your eye on the green. There it is as I speak. Clayton and Carter, woof, woof, away they go. And there's action plenty in the middle of the pack. Have a go, and thank you very much. But it's Carter in front of Clayton. 1, 2, they are on the racetrack and trying to pan back through the rest of them. But it's Carter in front. Bill Clayton sits back in second wheel at this stage and doing it nicely, but Carter says go. Carter in front from Clayton, the 36 car there. And that's David Jacoby in the Cortina up into about 3rd spot. But it's Carter in front doing it nicely now. They're going on the grass everywhere there towards the back of the pack. But it's Carter still your race leader. Clayton's up there in 2nd spot. Carter sends the Commodore to the lead. Carter, Clayton, the 36 car still holding now with 9 to go. And that's Jacoby. He's back there in about 3rd spot, or he was. Now you can tell there's trouble there for the little 18 car. She didn't want to go real well. That's Johnny Jones in the Datsun. But it's Wayne Carter in front of the modified production, Heat 1. Carter in front, Jacoby's up in the 2nd spot, doing it nicely. Clayton's there now. Watching Carter, he's out front. They can't get on terms with him at this stage, although Jacoby's trying, but Carter's in front, doing it nicely. Wayne Carter from Jacoby, then Clayton's up there, then the 28 car. Miles White, I think it is 26, not 28. Watching the action at the back of the pack there, they got through that corner all right, but here's the race leader now, Carter. Out he goes, Jacoby going hard, Clayton 71. That Miles White's up there with him in about 3rd or 4th spot. Dave Jacoby, though, he's putting it to Wayne Carter, let me tell you. Carter's in front, Jacoby in this little car now, the 36 in 2nd spot, Clayton's there. Miles White's up there in about, where's White now? He's running in about 4th spot. As Carter is still in race leader, we take a peek where we've got 4 to go. 4 laps to go and it's Carter in front. Look at Jacoby starting to work Carter over. Here's the gallop. Jacoby says thank you, and he's flown through it. Jacoby, now Carter comes back at him. Lap for lap they go. Carter in front. Jacoby comes back at Carter. Carter comes down and shuts the gate. That's quite legal. It's Carter in front, Jacoby in second spot. This is only a heat, and look at these guys go. It's Carter from Jacoby, 1-2. Clayton's up there with the 26 car on Miles White. Carter in front now. He's got a bit of daylight between second himself and Jacoby in second spot. Well, they've got 1 lap to go, and it's Wayne Carter still leading the way now. He's opened up about 30 or 40 metres over Jacoby. Clayton's in there, Miles White's in there. Mansford in the 4, that's the car I didn't pick up, running in about 5th spot. There's going to be an all-the-way win here to Wayne Carter. Carter first, you'll find Jacoby, a big drive in the 36 half a second. Clayton 4th, Miles White, then Manson. That was the order of the first 4 or 5, but Wayne Carter, a great drive. And you can't take anything away, though, from the other boy, David Jacoby. That was a good drive from him to take second spot. He was leading there for 1 lap, but Carter kicked.
Crafton, the start car, pulls the infield, flashing yellow. Line up well, and a green and off and racing. And it's Hall, he goes straight to the front. Over Worthing, but look at Wilson, already starting to close the gap. Newstead, trying to get through there. Hall, and here comes Wilson in the number 1 car. He'll start to put the pressure on early. Look at Newstead, he's now up into 3rd. Doesn't want to let Wilson get away. Oh, Worthington got caught up there and got brought to the infield. That gives car 4, that's Connor an advantage. He tried to go around the outside. Good battle up front though, Hall for Wilson and Newstead. Alexson, he's holding down 4th. Oh, we got 25s hit the fence real hard there in the bottom turn. That's poor old Tester. Side by side, Wilson gets the inside run. On Hall, and comes out in front, Newstead. He now into 2nd. So watch these 2 up front. Can Newstead hauling back? Oh, he gets up the inside of him and does it. Dave Wilson got caught up high. He puts his nose back under Newstead. He won't like that. Bumper to bumper. 4 laps remaining. Newstead, Wilson, and it's still Hall. Dave Wilson has some troubles up high again. That played in the hands of Newstead. He's now opened a gap up. It's still Hall holding down 3rd. Newstead in the number 27, North Coast Bearings Commodore. Dave Wilson certainly got some problems up in the NBN turn. Connor, he's still holding down a good 3rd. Shane Newstead in the number 27 Commodore. Oh, Dave Wilson's going to get into trouble here. Hall should take advantage of this, but doesn't. White flag is out for Newstead. Dave Wilson, he come undone there with the car testers. He's in 2nd, he goes through on his last lap. It's still Hall. And car number 34, that's Haynes. Making up a lot of room. But your winner, car 27. Checkered flag, Shane Newstead. Dave Wilson, the number 1 car, will come home 2nd. And Hall just hangs on for 3rd. In the street stockers and their heat, Shane Newstead, the number 27 car, a good win to Shane. Put your hands together for him, he's got a lot of supporters out there.
Okay, cars line up, they take better order this time. The stewards are in their positions. 6 cars, heat 1 of the Tooheys East Coast Grand National for 98. No starters yet. Stewards are adjusting their glasses so they're ready for them by the look of it. Hang on, Lismore, here we go. Heat 1 of the East Coast Grand National. Larry Nelson from way up North Queensland, Rockhampton actually. He leads away, and Nelson bounded out of the blocks and got an absolute perler of a start. No, look at the pine go right up in the air. Nelson leads away though from Stewie Robertson, the Newcastle connection. He's up there now, and look at the other boy, Johnny Pine, now in 3rd spot. So it's Nelson doing it nicely. Stewie Robertson 2nd, Johnny Pine 3rd as they hit the rough stuff. Johnny Leslie fully sideways. The other boy there in the 9 car, Paul Geary. The pace is a cracker out front there. Robertson's right up there with them now. Look at these fellows hit that rough stuff. Look at Johnny Pine, he's driving hard. Robertson in front from Pine, the Newcastle connection running one down. Look at Robertson, and Pine now tries to pick him off the inside, but Robbo says no thanks. Stewie Robertson leads the way, does it nicely. Johnny Pine in second spot. Larry Nelson from Rockhampton. He's going very, very hard indeed, Nelson, but it's, look at Pine now. He's got the measure of Robertson, but Robertson gives it a bootful. It's Robbo up high. Robertson fully sideways, and here goes the charger from Newcastle. And it's Johnny Pine now on the Turretin car 9 with 5 to go. Half the lap race is done, and it's Johnny Pine in front now, doing it nicely. It's Pine in front. Les has moved up now into 4th spot. Pine in front. Nelson comes up and nearly comes to terms with Robertson. And Johnny Leslie now in the 81 car up into 3rd spot. It's in front, the Newcastle Flyer in the Turretin car 9. That's Johnny Pine. Stewie Robertson holds there in 2nd spot. Larry Nelson is in 2nd spot. Robertson 3rd. And Johnny Leslie with 3 to go. And here they go. Oh, up the front. It was Robertson came... not Robertson, Nelson had the little misfortune to contact the other boy, Robertson. Leslie had nowhere to go whatsoever, but to park his car up on top of Larry Nelson, the car from Toowoomba.
He's up, Larry Nelson's not getting out. Certainly both drivers are okay, it's just a matter of bringing these cars apart, and we'll have a look at them and see whether they can continue. I think you'll find they probably will, but prior Stu Robinson, he's got a flat tyre out there, he's doing it tough.
Now when the lights go out, as you see there, I've just been informed the Chief Steward, we'll definitely have a start. There it is, the green, and away we go. And it's Pine from Nelson and Leslie. Pine, Nelson, Leslie. They dial it in here and they hook it in. And it's Marshall up there with him, but it's Pine in front. Gee, he's got some power and he's got this track sorted out. Johnny Pine from the Newcastle International Motorhome. Leads him underneath the 2 to go now. And it's Pine leading away nicely from Nelson. Johnny Leslie in the 3rd spot. So this has been a good drive from Les Reus in the rear of the field, believe it or not. But it's Johnny Pine, the guy they're trying to catch. Pine, Nelson, Leslie. That's the order as the pace is a cracker. Girdleson's up there with him too, but it's all Johnny Pine from Newcastle. As he comes round, he'll take the checkered flag. This time round, he'll just getting given a nod. Johnny Pine out of Newcastle. Larry Nelson from Rockhampton. And Johnny Leslie from the Wollongbar running of the Lismore Club will take 3rd spot.
Marshall, long-time campaigner in the number 2. Oh, Baker's getting a little bit itchy. Still got a flashing light, so there'll be no start. Baker raring to go in the number 3. Beautifully prepared car. Liam, Baker, Hamilton, Marshall, O'Neill, Pollinger and McHugh. Looking good. Side by side. And green light racing. And a good start. And it's Baker comes out in front. But look at Pollinger. Gets up on the inside of the track, but it's Shane Pollinger. He's got his foot to the metal. Oh, what a great drive from the back of the pack. But it's still Baker. Pollinger in the 37 car. He's the man on the charge. Marshall. Where's O'Neill? He's starting to come through. The number 5. Lehman's going backwards, but it's Baker. Here comes Pollinger. He's now starting to put a challenge on. Marshall and O'Neill. But watch the 2 up front. Baker and Pollinger. 3 laps down. It's Alan Baker. Winner last year. And here's Pollinger. He's up the inside of him. Alan Baker still hangs on from Shane Pollinger. Marshall there, Paul O'Neill. Bottom turn again, Pollinger gets up on the inside. Now's his chance, side by side. Into the top turn and Pollinger. Baker's gone wide. Marshall, here comes O'Neill. But it's Shane Pollinger. Oh, here Marshall, good move into second. O'Neill, Baker's in trouble up the line. 4 laps remaining. It's still Shane Pullinger and Paul O'Neill now into second. Paul O'Neill, now he's into second. Marshall goes high. Baker's back to 4th. What do we got? 2 laps. Paul O'Neill, can he pull back in Shane Pullinger? Pullinger, still your leader. Paul O'Neill, Ian Marshall, Baker. Okay, 1 lap, white flag. Shane Pullinger from Paul O'Neill. Oh, now O'Neill starts to close the gap. Can he do it? Half a lap to go. Here's a good finish coming up. Keep going on it, but it's Shane Pullinger. And it's Shane Pullinger takes out the heat. Okay, looks like Pullinger's going to pull up and have something to say. But that was a good heat. O'Neill left his run a little bit too late. But Pullinger, the
Australian champion, sponsored by Lismore Lake Motel. Of course, people put him up here whilst in Lismore. The national champ. Here we go, and he's on pole. Mick Nicola from Victoria. Away they go, and Nicola, the Australian champion, in the red car. He leads them out. Look at him go, is Nicola. Fair dinkum. He sort of dialed in nicely, thanks very much. Nicola throws his big car sideways, and Nicola takes up the running and says, here we go, let's go racing. Nicola's in front, the daylight second at this stage. This fella's dialed in. You think these other fellas up for you as they come up, but I can't believe the speed of this fella. Nicola in front, and there's a big move on the 77 car. That flew through there. That's Rossi Brims, the current New South Wales champion in the Pontiac. So you've got Nicola, the boy from down south Victoria, Mexico, call it where you like. Nicola's in front. Australian champion leads the New South Wales champion, and look at him go now. There's Nicola in front, but look at Brims making the charge on him, the New South Wales champion. Oh, strike me lucky, the pace is a cracker. There's Nicola in front. Brims is in second spot. Brims is up there, Nicola is in full. Look at Brims, I thought he had him then. There's Nicola in front of Brims. Nicola, Brims, 1-2, they go on the racetrack. Watch this race, these two, there's one gone, but watch these fellas in front, they're flying. Rough conditions, sideways, round through the big corner they come. The 16 car doing it nice, as Robert Curry. Careful. Oh, I thought, here's a go now. Brims on the inside of the national champion. 2 champions together. Brims, the New South Wales champion. Nicola, the Australian champion. What a race this is. Look at this Brims go. He can pedal this fellow, the New South Wales champion. He's put paid, I think, to the big Victorian. And it's now, it's Brims in 77, the state champion. With 2 laps to go. Watching the race up front. I'm not disregarding the other guys. There's, pardon me, Nick Gerdelson from the goal post goes underneath me. But it's still Brims in front, doing it nicely. Brims leads away now from Nicola. Oh, look how Nicolia's gone. I thought he was coming back onto the track there, but he didn't. And it's Brims in front now. Oh, big lose. A big lose there from Al Starling in 88. Is he gone right over the other boy there? That was Mick Nicola. The red lights are on. You can see these boys stopping these cars immediately. They know what to do when there's a red light. That was a big start to the night.
No, it was cancelled at Newcastle, so we've done the dash to get up here, and a bit unlucky here.
Mate, you got dedication, that's all you can call it. Car doesn't look too bad, we'll let you get back to the pits.
Thank you.
Rolling her through the bottom turn. Looks like Irwin's hanging back. Now he starts to pick up the pace. Now he's side by side and we got a green. But it's Walling. He goes to the front for Irwin. Dennett. Jerry Flood's up high. Jacoby starting to make a move from the rear. And look at Al Irwin putting the pressure on Walling. Dennett. And then it's Greg Walling. Still Bob Walling, number 3 Commodore, out in front. Dennett gives Irwin a bit of a touch up there, second and third. Greg Walling, now he makes an outside move on Dennett for third. And he comes off, a good move there of Walling on the outside. Now he sets out after Irwin. But it's Bob Walling starting, Irwin's in some trouble. He come to a sudden stop there in the bottom turn. Gets it going in, I don't know what happened. But it's Walling now, it's starting to run away. Dennett still holding down second. From Greg Walling in third. And Leighton, miles wide. Then it's Owen Irwin. Jacoby, big mover through the field. 6 laps remaining. Bob Walling. Andrew Denton doing a good job there to hold down second. Greg Walling still in third. Leighton, miles wide. Wayne Carter back there in the field. No doubt about your race leader. Down the bottom turn. Bob Walling. Greg Walling now gone into second. So it's a Walling 1-2. Dennett still in third. Leighton and Miles White come together. Bob Walling from Greg Walling from Denton. 4 laps remaining. That should be the way they'll finish. 3 to go. Still plenty happening back further in the field. Irwin's definitely in some problems there. Jerry Flood. Bob Walling comes through the bottom turn. 2 laps remaining. Greg Walling in second. Denton still holding down third. Modified production. Running here at the 2's East Coast Grand National. Walling should get the white flag this time. Greg Walling starting to make some ground up though. They're on their last lap. Now Denton's starting to blow plenty of smoke. Can he hang on? And it's Greg Walling now starting to put some pressure on Father Bob. They come around the Jerry Flood's in trouble on the top turn. But it's checkered flag. He comes down a box Walling, but Bob Walling took the checkered flag from his son Greg. Denton, good third. Jacoby, done good to come in fourth. It's a good drive there by David Jacoby, the big mover through the field. But
Paul O'Neill, there's 3 of them there. Looks like 3 of them want to go up into that coveted number 3 spot. Les has got 3. We can see him sitting down the bottom. The lights are flashing, so we'll probably get them next time round. Paul O'Neill sits pole position, and won't this be a close? They're leaning on each other, getting ready for a start. If you see that amber light stop, get ready because you can have a race. This is going to be an all-important screamer. Paul O'Neill will be watching everything. He'll want to get the jump on fine. Les is sitting back there in third position down the bottom of the second row. He's there and he wants to go racing with these big boys when they put it on. Paul O'Neill beat this flyer from Newcastle off the pole. We'll soon know. O'Neill on pole position. Johnny Pine sits the outside of him. Watch the green lights. Watch Les Light from position 3. Here they go. O'Neill run away beauty. And Pine already. He is absolutely dialed in tonight. This fella from Newcastle, Johnny Pine. He leads away now from the Lismore connection. Paul O'Neill and Johnny Les Light right on his boot. Geary's up there in fourth. But here's a go. There's Pine, O'Neill, Les Light. Then you've got Stewie Robertson. Then the boy from Rockhampton, Larry Nelson's up there in about 5th spot. And the other boys are having trouble sorting their way through, but the one's doing it pretty quickly was Ian Marshall. But it's all John Pine out of Newcastle in the turn, car 9. Paul O'Neill second, Johnny Les Light third. Stewie Robertson from Newcastle locks in now in about 4th spot. Larry Nelson from Rockhampton's in 5th spot. But look at this fella from Newcastle, the Newcastle International Motor. Johnny Pine leads away. Paul O'Neill second. With 7 laps to go. Johnny Les Light now up into where's Lesser? He's running third. And it looks like Robertson back there at about 4th spot from Nelson. But the pace is on out front. And it's all the way. Car 19. Roof number 19, that is. The turn car of this one. Look out here in the middle of the pack. They've come together. 2 of those cars got airborne at that stage. And one of them, of course, was Nick Girdleston from the Gold Coast. But he's back down into race conditions now. Out they go with 5 to go, and it's still Johnny Pine from the Newcastle International Motorhome. He leads away over the 2 Lismore Hopes. Come on, Lismore. Let's get our 2 boys up if we can. It's Johnny Pine in front, Pauline our second, Johnny Leslie third, then the other new Overcastrian in the form of Stewie Robertson, then the boy from Rockhampton, with heaps of parts hanging off his car is Larry Nelson. Then Nick Girdleston from the Gold Coast in the Pontiac is back at about this spot. Now the pace is on with 3 to go, and it's still the car from Newcastle doing it nicely. That's Johnny Pine, Paul O'Neill second, Johnny Leslie third, Stewie Robertson fourth. A long way back then, well reaching with a telegram from there is the boy from Rockhampton, and it's Larry Nelson. Got the race out front. Johnny Pine leads away now. Leslie's got through. He's the charger. It's Johnny Pine in front, and Leslie comes up at him. Pine's in front. Leslie wants him. There's Pine, Leslie, O'Neill, Robertson. The pace is a cracker. Pine in front. Look at Leslie. There's Pine in front. The traffic's going to come into play. Pine in front. Elizabeth's a big charge underneath him. Gives Pine one up to corners. Says, come on, let's go. There's Pine in front. Leslie, O'Neill, Robertson, and that was the way they finished, and what a race, Johnny Leslie. Oh, no doubt about the winner, though. Out of the Newcastle International Motorhome, in the 9 car, the Tilleran car, and it's a great drive indeed from Pine.
Side by side. Bollinger sets a pace. Ross Brims stays beside him. Now they start to pick it up. And green light. Oh, Ross Brims. Put the foot down and away he goes. Rossi Brims, now Bollinger. Wayne Randall, Carrick, Baker. Ross Brims, number 77, Bollinger still hanging in there for second. Randall, then it's Nicola, Baker. And a good race, Ken Bollinger, close the gap. He does down the bottom turn. Oh, the cars are starting to ride high, but Brims just has the power out of the corner. Randall still doing a good job in third. Ross Brims, Bollinger, they're starting to clear away now for Randall, Nicola, Baker, Carrick. Ross Brims, 6 laps remaining. Oh, Bollinger run into some trouble in that turn. Randall now starts to close the gap. Nicola, and here comes Baker. But it's Rossi Brims, number 77, out in front. Oh, Randall gets underneath Bollinger. Bollinger closes the gate. Nicola, plenty of action back in the pack for the minor placings, but it's still Rossi Brims. Bollinger still holding down second. Randall, Nicolai. He's just hanging in there. 3 laps remaining, and there's Randall. Randall moves up on the inside of Bollinger for second. Now Nicolai. Oh, Bollinger has a walk back but doesn't get it. And Nicolai gets up the inside of Bollinger. Bollinger goes back through the field, and he comes back at Nicolai but gets shut out. There's a white flag for Ross Brims, and it's Randall, and it's Nicolai, Bollinger, now here comes Baker. Bollinger's obviously in some problems. Here he comes, round the bottom turn, and it's checkered flag, Ross Brims. What a great win. Wayne Randall, and it's Alan Baker. Alan Baker comes in third, and a great heat.
Brings the car off the track now, so get ready. Straight stockers. Armstrong's up there, up towards the front. This will be a good race. There's Youngry right at the back. Okay, we got a green straight away, a little bit slippery. Give them a chance to sort themselves out on this rather new track, but look already, Armstrong in the 83 car says thank you very much, and Youngry's lost it, has he? Yes. I thought he held it together, Paul Youngbury, but he's still going and he's coming back onto the racetrack now. But it's Armstrong in front. Robbie Armstrong in the 83 car, doing it nicely now. Leads away from 19, and that's Jacket and the Cortina. The Garden Landscaping sponsored car, but it's Armstrong out front, doing it nicely with 7 to go. And it's Robbie Armstrong in car 80. Oh, that's getting a bit rough there in front of the bamboos. And Robbie Armstrong, very high near the fence. Armstrong in front, Jacket's in second spot. Holding down third spot is McDonald in car 9. Then you got 61, that's Jungle Williams out of Grafton. He's up there and about, where's he, running in about 4th spot. Ahead of Stevenson, but it's back to the race leader. And it's coming under the tower right now, and it's car number 83, Robbie Armstrong is your race leader. Armstrong leads away, does it nicely now from Jackets in second spot. Holding down third is McDonald in car 9. 61 is Williams. He's back there in about 4th spot, but Robbie Armstrong with 4 to go. Making every pace a winner, and Robbie Armstrong makes the sweeper now as he comes up and tries to put a lap down on Paul Youngbury if he can. Remember, Paul had the misfortune of spinning out, but here's Armstrong up on Youngbury, sits behind him, waits for the gap to open. It's there. No, he's not going to have a go at it. The little one took a fly at Youngbury there, but he didn't. It's Youngbury goes high. Now Armstrong's got the track. No, he backs out of it. I thought he was going to let him go with 3 to go, and Armstrong is in first spot in car 83. Armstrong doing it nicely now. Jacket still holds down about 3rd spot. Second spot, I should say. But it's all Robbie Armstrong out front. It's that little bit of rust right in front of the bamboo. Out of the member stand, and he's very close to the fence. Robbie Armstrong with 2 laps to go. And it's Armstrong, your race leader, doing it very nicely from Jacket. And the McDonald holds down 3rd spot. Jacket's up high into the fence there as they come towards the pit corner. But it's still Robbie Armstrong. He's elected just to sit behind Paul Youngbury. May realise that he's in front. Youngbury's just been given the passing flag with 1 lap to go. And now he goes up high, and now that'll let Armstrong. Yes, Armstrong's now got the running. And Armstrong will take. No, he won't. Youngbury's staying up high. Youngbury's quite entitled to do that. He's not impeding Armstrong's race line. Now Armstrong's got clear. And Robbie Armstrong comes up. Takes the checkered flag, a good drive from him. Car 19 you'll find will be second, that's Jacket. And the next car home, car number 9 is McDermott in the Cortina. Good drive, fellas, from Williams and then Stevenson. The 2 Grafton boys coming there in about 4th and 5th spot. 8 laps. Division 3 Street Stockers, get ready. There's the green, and away we go, children. We got to start. Oh, one of them missed a nice old job of changing gears then. The old saying goes, not much use having teeth if you don't clean them. And look at Robbie Duncan straight away, says thanks very much, here we go. And he take a look at the little bricks on its way through as it goes through on the inside of that big valley into Luke Gray's. Watch the little mini, but it's Robbie Armstrong leads away. Doing it nicely now, Armstrong. Woolridge, oh look out here, they're going all over the place. Watch their lap timing, fellas. The bricks on the grass probably thinks that's the safest way to get out of here. One's over there into the concrete. It's very hard to see that black car against the wall. The officials have still got the green lights on. I don't know that they've brought them on yellow now. Just past Robbie Duncan now. There's a car on the fence there. Very hard to see. But Robbie Duncan on the restart should take up position 1. There's the green, they're going to start them. That's caught them with their pants down, I'll tell you. Usually they start over this side of the track, but Robbie Duncan says, oh, here we go. And Duncan leads away now. Duncan, your race leader. Mark Goldie holds in second spot, is it? Yes, the red and white car. That's so we've got Robbie Duncan up front. Mark Goldie now sits back, pardon me, in second spot. As Duncan goes under me, Goldie follows him through. Then English at 31. Just watching the race leaders. We've got one high and dry. That's Hamby up there in the 77 car. Staying right up in the concrete to keep out of the road. Oh, look at the brake. Oh, I thought it was going straight up the back of the other car there, but he kept out of it. And it's car 1 doing it nicely in front. Robbie Duncan. Just watching Duncan, he's going to gap this, Phil, with 5 to go. He's going to start lapping cars. Hamby's in all sorts of trouble up on the fence here. The little brick's still circulating around. Watching the lights, they're still okay, but Hamby must trying to just get points, I'd say. He's right out of it, he's right up on top, but the lights are on. of the boys have decided to park their cars on the concrete. Whoa there, children. He did it colourblind. He cannot see this fellow, 113. Still concrete wall. Done nearly a lap under the yellow lights under race conditions. He was running under race conditions. He wouldn't hold his position. He start very shortly. The lights are flashing. So in the ground circles, the power's on. The bunny's set in motion. Very shortly we'll have them. Duncan. From here, we've got 5 laps to go in this one, and as Robbie Duncan sits pole position. Probably get him any time, I'd say. Starter has a good look at him. Line looks good. Just waiting for this line to change to go green, and we're underway with the racing. There it is as I speak, and Robbie Duncan's seen it. So did Goldie, English, Luke Gray, all those 4 cars in front seen the lights pretty well, and Duncan leads them away. Just watching Robbie Duncan as he makes every post to win. He's got this little car set up nicely, actually. It's handling very nice. Into that little rough section just there, the car bounces slightly, keeps the floor to the floor as he takes it down with 4 laps to go. Goldie's up there with Luke Gray and English now back into about 4th spot. In the race, the other boy McSweeney back in about 5th. The other boys are totally out of it at this stage, and it's all Robbie Duncan. As you can see him in front now as he comes up and past Hamby's car, who elects to stay by. And it's Duncan, your race leader in car 1, car 85. Goldie's in 2nd spot, then Luke Gray in car 5. 31 is English. And then you got the little mini circulating around with Hamby right up high. Look out here. No, they're okay. The little mini's got to work over. But it's still held together and pointing in the right direction. But it's Duncan in front. Robbie Duncan, car 1, leads the way now as he makes the sweeper out towards the 2 lap to go sign. And Goldie's in 2nd spot, but it's all Duncan. Duncan and Goldie. They're the 2, Duncan, Goldie and Gray. And English back in 4th spot. Watching Duncan now as he sees Hamby in front and says, well, I've got to get past this fella before the corner. Does it nicely. Robbie Duncan's got 100 metres on this field. Duncan's got 100 metres over Goldie and Gray. 1 lap to go. They're on the 1 lap to go sign. That's good because all cars have survived with the exception of about 2. And it's Robbie Duncan. He takes the checkered flag. It's checkered flag time. Robbie Duncan first. Second home you'll find will be Mark Goldie in car 85. Luke Gray in the red car, car 5. Okay, get him off the track and let's have the next ones out.
Okay, we've got the lights out. It's missing from Marshall, Robinson, McHugh. Side by side, a start. And it's Marshall, goes up high. Missing, and look at McHugh. Missing, out in front. McHugh, Marshall still there. Oh, Dan Wesley come into contact. But it's still missing in the number 17 car, Brian. McHugh now goes the outside. Marshall's the leader. There goes Jamie McHugh. And look at Stu Robinson now in 3rd. And John Leslie. What a good, oh, Marshall absolutely got up in the air. And the lights come out. Poor old Ian Marshall. You got laps to go in the heat. The Toys, East Coast Grand National, Jamie McHugh. In the number 23 Falcon, Stewie Robinson, you keep an eye on Leslie. Jamie McHugh out in front and doing it well. Here comes Robinson and Leslie and Paul O'Neill. And look at John Pine from the rear. Oh, John Pine. Have a look at him. Round the outside of O'Neill. There he does, Leslie. But it's Robinson out in front. And it's Stu Robinson and John Pine up the inside of Leslie. Here we go, we've got a great race. And it's Jamie McHugh now going to cop the pressure. In the meantime, Robinson starts opening the gap. Paul O'Neill. Oh, rough stuff. And there goes Leslie. We got 5 laps to go. It could be anyone's. But it's Robinson. He's well out in front. Paul O'Neill. He goes up the inside of John Pine. And it's still Leslie hanging on side by side. And John Pine. He goes to the inside of Leslie. O'Neill has a look in. But it's still Stu Robinson. Jamie McHugh, here comes Wesley. Oh, they clash in the bottom turn, but it's still prime. 3 laps remaining. Stu Robinson, Jamie McHugh, but here comes John Pine, John Wesley and Paul O'Neill. What a great race. Here it's all on for second, third and fourth. And it's John Pine from the rear of the field. 1 lap remaining. White flag, Stu Robinson. From Jamie McHugh, John Pine, and it's Wesley from Paul O'Neill. Oh, it's on now, look at this. And there's no doubt about the winner, Stu Robinson. There he is, checkered flag. Here it is from the minor placings. Jamie McHugh, John Pine, John Wesley, and Paul O'Neill. Oh, how about that? Definitely the drive of the night. But now, no doubt Dave Flanagan will soon tell him why. Plenty of action. Okay, they're certainly having a pretty good conversation. Newcastle, who will be into the first corner. The lights are out. Looking for the green and a start. Rolling around well, side by side. The starts have been good so far. And a good start. Nergerson, and it's Carey. But look at Nikolai from Nelson. Side by side, bottom turn. Carey comes out in front. Girdleson, Nikolai. It's a good race up front. Carey from Girdleston. Nikolai starting to come under plenty of pressure now from Larry Nelson. And he goes through Nikolai for third. And they bunch up. Now Girdleston starts to put the pressure on Carey. And Nelson, Nikolai, and look at Pollinger from the rear of the field. Now Nikolai, he goes back up on the inside of Nelson. Nelson pushes him down low. Now he should get the run through the end turn. He does so. Now it's Nikolai into third. He sets out now after Girdleston and Carey. Oh, look at Shane Pollinger. Gets it high. Oh, it's just a good race up front. Carey still hanging on. Race, 5 laps to go, half race. They still bunched up well at the front. It's still Carey from Girdleston, from Nikolai. Larry Nelson's looking for a way through. Pollinger now starting to put this pressure on. And Nikolai, oh, he gets a tap from Nelson. Now Girdleston's decided to go up high. Oh, that cost him dearly. Nikolai got through on the inside for second. Now the race is on up front. From Carriage, Nikolai. From Girdleston, Nelson. 2 laps remaining. Now Nelson gets up on the inside of Girdleston. Oh, they're swapping, changing. And look at Pollinger. Oh, he gets up and gets Nelson. That puts Girdleston back into third. It's still carried. White flag, they're on their last lap. And Ken Nikolai still in second. Pollinger makes up another place. Bottom turn for the last time. Robert Carriage from Newcastle, checkered flag. Mick Nikolai, Nick Girdleston, Shane Pollinger, Larry Nelson, Paul Geary. And that's the way they finish.
Need to form up a little better than maybe what they were pointing at. One of the cars is laying back a bit. Now they take closer order, the lights are going out, so hang on, get ready. Modified Productions, wait for the green. And there we go. The green lights drop, and away we go. We'll give these guys at least a lap to sort themselves out. Watch the rolling cars threading their way through the packs there from the middle of the field. But pardon me, we come down now as we come around to completion of one in this heat of the Modified Productions. Walling in front. Greg Walling in the Commodore sits up very nicely and goes high on that occasion now. Tries to set the car up for the grandstand corner. He'll give it a flick now. Aims the tail out, Greg Walling, and puts the motor into it. And the big Commodore responds, and Walling leads it nicely and doing a very, very good job indeed, Walling, as he watched him stream down to there in the Commodore, but Walling's in front doing it nice. Look at the gap they've put in already. Opened up about 80 metres on this field. And it's Greg Walling leads away now, doing it nicely. From car 5 and car 91. Downs is in 5, and of course 91 is Andrew Dennett. It's not Andrew Dennett, it's Andrew Dennett, but it's Greg Walling doing it nice out front now. Oh, look out, Dennett's got smoke coming out of his car. Greg Walling, oh, Dennett's in trouble here, oh, yes, the right hand back, is it? Let's, Greg Walling leads away nicely though. He's does it over the other boy, Steve Downs, in the orange looking car. He's in second spot. It's Greg Walling in front. Downs is there. Dennett's got smoke pouring out of his car as the other car 3 goes under. That's Bob Walling. So Walling's running 1 and 3 at this stage. It's Greg Walling in front, doing it nice now. In Australia 1 on the car. And then Greg Walling lets them go now. Well, they've got 4 to go. Greg Walling leads away. Dennett's in second. Downs rather's in second spot. Bob Walling holds down third. Then you've got a gap on the field at Dennett. The rest are not in it. Oh, well, there one and the other boy. It's Wayne Carter coming together on that occasion, but they sort each other out. And it's Greg Walling underneath me. Walling still leads away nicely from car 5. That's Steve Downs. Walling's in front. 5 seconds from Steve Downs. Then Bob Walling, the next one, holding down third spot. So it's Greg Walling now as they come up, starting to lap cars. And Greg Walling leads away now, and here's Bob Walling, takes the fly. Bobby Walling got out of the Steve Downs in a beautiful drive. And it's Greg Walling in front. The sun's in front, the old man says, come back here, young fella. With 1 lap to go, and I don't think he's going to get him from there. And Greg Walling in this beautifully prepared Gibbons Commodore leads away from the old man, Greg, sitting in second spot. Holding down third is Steve Downs, but it's all Greg Walling in front now on the NBN Lismore Speedway as he comes to take the ticket flag. And it'll be a great win, and Greg Walling, Australian champion, Father Bob, second home in the event. And the next one to greet the judge would have been Steve Downs. Oh, they having a good title. What, these Walling? Well, right on interval if you could. Come over at interval, and hopefully we'll get Tony to present that to you. Okay, we've got a green and away we go. The tin top chauffeurs are into it. This is the second event before, the second last event I should say, before interval. Give these guys a chance to sort themselves out as they go around. Remember we've got the Super Sedan heat coming up after this, and then it's interval time. Okay, and it looks like Shawnee Newstead, is it? Yes, the 27 car. Newstead leads away from Wilson. Here's a go. 2 very strong drivers these. Newstead in front, the yellow car. Davey Wilson sits second wheel behind him now. Oh, and he comes right up on Newstead. Newstead slowed him down a bit, so it's Shane Newstead leads away from car 1, which is Wilson. There's the Fast Tires car, and it's doing a great job too on the old 14. Watching these guys as they go, and oh, look out here, Wilson's in trouble. Newstead bowled it away, but the lights are on, and Shane Newstead, the 27 car, he leads the way. Shane in 6 to go. Can Newstead get the good start? Hayes has been driving well. He drove well here last meeting, Hayes, in the car in second spot. There's the green, and Shane Newstead got away. Hayes got with him, and Hall as well. So it's Newstead, Hayes and Hall. Once again they go at each other, these fellas. There's action back in the tail end. But it's Newstead in front, doing it nicely. Shane Newstead leads the way. Gives it a little flick sideways out of the bamboo corner. And Shane Newstead from Hayes. Hall's up in there. See, they're going hard now, these fellas at the back of the pack. That's where the action's going to come, I think, if anything happens. With 5 laps to go, but they've cleared each other out now. And Wilson trying to sort his way through. He's come from last to second last. But it's Shane Newstead leads away from Hayes in 34. Car 8 is Hall. Going quite well then in the 52 car. It's Worthing. Pardon me, in the 52, that's a little green car. But it's Shane Newstead, all Shane Newstead in front, be 50 metres now. With 3 laps to go, and it's the 27 car of Newstead. Leads away from 34 is Hayes. Hall's up there in car 8. And look at Wilson from the rear of the field now. He goes up into full spot. And Wilson goes, oh, look out here, one going into the concrete. No, 7 car doing a nice shiny Newstead in front. From Lismore, Hayes from Grafton there. Hall's up there with him on the post of the tracker. Where Wilson now comes up and toes the tackle Hall, where they've got 2 laps to go. And it's all Shane Newstead though. He's got about 1 lap to go as he is. The white flag out. And it's Shane Newstead with 1 to go. He leads away from Hayes in second spot. Newstead, Hayes, Hall and Wilson. That's the order when they're on their final lap now. And the only way he can break down is, the only way he can lose it rather is break down, and he's in there and ready to get coast home. Shaney Newstead, good drive, done it nicely. Second you'll find will be Hayes. He lasted long enough. Wilson, a big drive to get up into third spot, nudging Hall back to do about fourth spot on the racetrack. Shane Newstead, good drive. Got out the front, so this is nice.
Speed in this one, Baker. But keep your eye on Brims from the rear. 10 laps. Lights are out. We're looking for a start. Wayne Randall, the number 36 Mazda. Misson's out there. McHugh, and away we go. Green light. And it's Hawkins straight to the lead. Oh, McHugh, Randall's in problem. Ross Brims is in problems. Cars everywhere. But look at Baker. He's putting the pressure on Hawkins. It's a good race up front. Hawkins, Queensland number 1 from Owen Baker. Hamilton, he's in third. Kelvin Hamilton doing a great job. Ryan Randall now in fourth. Ross Brims starting to make some room up. Keep your eyes up front. Ken Hawkins, hold out Baker. Doing a great job so far. And Ross Brims now gets up the inside of McHugh. Nothing's changed. It's still Hawkins. Baker. It's a little bit sideways in that bottom turn. Randall, now he starts to catch up to Hamilton for third. And look at Ross Brims. Oh, he's a man on a charge. It's still Hawkins. Alan Baker. And Randall, now he gets up the inside of Hamilton and goes straight into third. And here comes Ross Brims. He's now up into Hamilton. But it's still Lindsay Hawkins, Alan Baker, Wayne Randall, Ross Brims. We have 4 laps remaining. Hawkins starts to open up a gap now over Baker. And then moved away from Randall, from Brims and Hamilton. 3 laps to go. Lindsay Hawkins, Queensland number 1, all the way from Mackay. He's well out in front now, Baker, and here comes Wayne Randall. He's closing the gap now, second and third. 2 laps remaining. Ken Randall closed the gap. Ross Brims still holding down fourth. Okay, white flag this time round for Lindsay Hawkins. Baker, oh look at Alan Baker. What a move. Side by side, top corner. Alan Baker, Lindsay Hawkins. Oh, Alan Baker goes to the front. What a great drive. And here comes Wayne Randall. Oh, Lindsay Hawkins in some problems. Oh, what a great drive, Alan Baker. From Lindsay Hawkins and Wayne Randall. How about putting your hands together, Alan Baker?
There's more, here we go. Modified production feature over 12 laps. Yes, there's the driver, away they go. And big bad Al Irwin right up there with them, sorting them out early. And the pace is on right up front. So we'll give these guys a chance to sort themselves out. The track looks pretty good. Walling's at the back of the pack. Oh, there's a nice old hole there somewhere. A couple of them hit it. But it's Floody up front and doing it nicely. Flood's up there. The other boy going well too is Mansted. That's right, Mansted's the boy in the red car. I couldn't pick him out. They're running in about third, I think he is. Okay, Floody, Mansted rather, leads away now for Flood. So it's Mansted, Flood and Irwin. 1, 2, 3, they go. Jason Jolly's hooked in and going well. Miles Lloyd's had enough in the 26 car. And looks like he's going to pull right out of it. Here they go now, starting to lap cars, and the paces are cracker, and Manson said, let's go. Manston leads away now from Alan Irwin. Flood was forced back there in about 4th spot, but it's Manston up front of this black car, and he's doing it very nicely indeed. In the Ford, Manston in the Ford, and she bounces out of the big corner, and Manston in car 15. He's your race leader. Irwin's next. Then you've got the 81 car, and going pretty quick is Terry Layton in 81. Rawlings up there, and then on about 5th spot. His car's about to be lapped out of the field. He's going to get out of there, thanks very much. As Manston flies past him. Manston, Irwin, look at the pace these guys are doing. Manston, Irwin's going pretty quick. Wayne Carter's up there now in about 5th spot. And he's going hard now, Carter, but Manston's out front. There's 6 to go. They got halfway through this feature. And it's Manston in front, doing it nicely. Manston going hard. Alan Irwin's in 2nd spot. Then you've got Terry Layton. Behind him then is Wayne Carter. That's the first 4, forget the rest of them. But it's Manston in front with 6 to go this time round. And Manston making every post a winner as he puts the boot into the old Ford. And she's powering away. Manston, Alan Irwin's there. Still the 81 car of Terry Layton holds down 3rd spot. And right behind him is Wayne Carter in car 2. That's the order as the paces are cracker, and here's one gone. Car. She's full to the infield. We've got a red light on, have we? No, it's gone. Slow it right down, fellas. Manston, your race leader with 4 laps to go. The lights are... The tower immediately closed. Okay, just waiting for these cars now to sort themselves out. Manston, your race leader, Nev Manston in the Ford. Okay, big bad Al Irwin as we get a green, and away we go, and it's Manston, Irwin, and Manston, 1, 2, they go, and Terry Layton sits in 3rd spot. Wayne Carter there, back now in about 4th spot on this stage, and Stevie Downs is back in 5th, and the pace is on up front. Where it's Manston in front, going very, very hard indeed. Manston doing it nicely. Manston, he's up high. Look at Alan Irwin now, starting to let Manston know he's there. Here's big bad Al Irwin. Alan Irwin in the red car, takes the inside, running over Manston, and done it nicely. And now we've got a new race leader, and Alan Irwin leads away. Manston comes out again, Layton's in there. Look at Walling side by side with Carter. And into it they go, these fellas. They won this race. But it's Alan Irwin, striking lucky. We'll never hear the end of this if he can pull it. And it's Alan Irwin in front. Manston's got the gap now. Manston puts the floor to the floor, but he can't get on turn. Listen to Walling fly. He comes up on the outside of Carter. What a race they're having. But it's Alan Irwin in front with 1 lap to go. Can he hold on? Alan Irwin in front. Nev Manston's in 2nd spot. It's Irwin, Manston, 1, 2, 1. Irwin, Manston, and that's the way they finish. And strike me lucky, you'll never ever hear the end of this. Alan Irwin has won the feature. Big.
Tremendous effort. Yeah, give him a big hand. He really needs it. Tremendous effort. Ross Brims, Carey, Queensland, John Pine, Alan Baker, John Laslide, Paul O'Neill, who will be the new champion at the end of 50 laps. Paul O'Neill, Lismore Nissan Camaro, got to stand a good chance on his home track. Wayne Randall, the number 1, Mick Nicolai. Ian Marshall in the number 2, Federal Tyres car. Murray's Race Parts car. John Pine. Starling. Just wait for the cars to come. Been a tremendous night's run. Start out at number 1. John Pine. I'll hand it over to you, Frank, to call the race.
Thanks a lot, Darryl. Hang on, folks. No, the yellow flag. There's still got 1 to go. I think the big thing of the night, we had 20 cars lined up on the track for the final of the Tooheys East Coast Grand National of 1998. To the pit crews, a sensational job for getting those cars on the track. Hang on, folks. 50 grueling laps at the end in Lismore Speedway. No, they're winding them up. They're winding them. Look how clean they are to go. I think you've ever seen at Lismore. 20
Been a long time since we've had a field like this, Frank. Okay, looking good. Here we go.
No, one more. One car, Les is up there, sitting position 5. Right behind him, Paul O'Neill, so the Lismore boys are up there with him. Here's the green, we get ready to go in the East Coast Grand National of 1998, and look at the pace. It's on right from the word go, and the pace of the track on Rossi Brims. Brims leads away, look how there's action at the back of the pack. And Brims in front, and here comes Pine. It's Pine and Brims all, and they rolled in. Pine trying to get on pairs with Brims, and he couldn't do it, and it's Rossi Brims, a race leader. Rossi Brims leads away from Johnny Pine. Baker's up there going pretty well now. It's Rossi Brims in front. Johnny Pine second. Baker's in there. And we've got the 16 car going very, very fast. But look at the pace. Robert Carriage, that is up there in about 4 spot. But it's look out, here's a big move on the outside. Pine on the outside of Brims. What a pass. What a sensational pass by Johnny Pine out of Newcastle. Brims sits in there with them now. In car 3 is Alan Baker, last year's winner. He's still in the pace, Baker. But it's Johnny Pine, the flyer from Newcastle and all. Baker and Brims come together. Pine, Brims, Baker, that's the order. The pace is a cracker. Robert Carriage is up to 4 spot. Johnny Leslie still sits there in 5th. Paul O'Neill a bit of a gap in the field to him now, but look at this guy from Newcastle. Johnny Pine in the turret and Carmine the leader from Rossi Brims. Baker's in there, there's Leslie. Johnny Leslie's gone up one position now to position 4. There we go, Paul Lismore, let's go Leslie. It's Johnny Pine in front, underneath he goes, Rossi Brims is there, Baker's there, now Johnny Leslie. Oh, what a race. And then you've got Carriage now holding back and front Paul O'Neill. O'Neill's up in the 6th spot. Keep your eye on the yellow car, here it is in front of me, the Territon car 9. He leads away. Then you've got Brims behind him, Baker, then Leslie. Oh, the other boy in 6th there, that's Carriage, and right behind him is Paul O'Neill. Look at these fellas go. Look out, we've got a passing flag of caution as the flying milkman's come to grief. Oh, the milkman. Oh, unbelievable. How good is Johnny Pine? The first agree, and away we go again on a restart. 53 laps of the Tooheys feature to go. And it's Johnny Pine out of Newcastle City, leads away. Rossi Brims, the power of that car, lifted the steer tire clean off the deck. Rossi Brims having trouble, it is Pine in front. And here's Leslie. Brims is in trouble, Leslie's under him. Johnny Leslie now takes up 2nd spot, he puts Brims out of the road. Go, Leslie, you good thing. It is Johnny Pine in front now, Johnny Leslie. And here comes Baker, last year's winner now, the 3rd spot. Brims is back there. O'Neill makes the charge around the outside. This is a sensational Tooheys East Coast Grand National. It's Johnny Pine from Newcastle in the car 9, leads away. The turn car from Johnny Leslie in 2nd spot. Baker's in there. Brims in 3rd now. Paul O'Neill's got his way through them. O'Neill's up in about 4th spot. That's put the other two. Johnny's back to about 5th. The paces on the passing flags are coming out already, and I believe it. The race is Johnny Pine in front. Now this Leslie's 2nd spot. Oh, Leslie was in 2nd, he went high. It's Rebellion truck from Newcastle, though Pine leads away. Here's last year's winner now, Baker getting on the inside of Johnny Leslie. Leslie still hangs in, comes down. Johnny Leslie, the 81 car, Baker in car 3, 2nd and 3rd. Here's the race leader coming up now, the left slow trailing, and look at him go through. Johnny Pine in the car 9. He leads away his car, number 2, that is his turn the front end, clean out of that car. That's Ian Marshall, and he's clear of the track. Oh, where's our race leader? There he is, up into the trailing, footing his way through Johnny Pine, car 9. Pine leads away now from Baker in 2nd spot. Then you've got the 7 car there, that's Girdleston, but Leslie's gone through him. but the lights are on. And oh, strike me lucky, is this a race or this a race? How good is John Pine? Car there, he's about 5th last on the racetrack. Okay, they're clear. Looking at the flag marshal, they've got the yellow flag out. I think they'll probably get a green. Yes, here it is, he reaches and there it is. And away we go, and it's Johnny Pine. Baker goes through, Leslie follows him through. Then Brimps is down the bottom and Paul O'Neill right behind Brimpsy. Then Wayne Randall, oh, look out, Randall come together with somebody there to be seen his way through it. Pine, Baker, Leslie, Brimps, O'Neill, Randall, what's the pace? And oh, look out! Whoa, one of them in a big lose, can they see it? They're throwing them sideways like sprint cars. Oh, great riding. How good are these fellas? That should have been one of the biggest pile-ups ever seen at Lismore City Speedway. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars sideways. These fellas seen it, doing the speed they're doing, coming into that corner. They just threw them sideways, locked everything up, and I don't think one of them hit each other. Fair dinkum. This is where he should be. Swaps down there in about 4th spot. Third line up, it'll be an Indian file restart, I would imagine. Yes, they've been Civical 1 with a revolving hand with 1, which means one more lap, fellas, and then we go. Pine leads away from Baker, but Johnny Pine out of Newcastle with 35 laps to go, and I think we'll get him this time round. Yeah, we will. I just got the nod. So hang on, here we go. 35 laps of the 2s, 1998 East Coast Grand National. And we've got a lead, and it's Johnny Pine. Bears away from Baker and Leslie's up there with him too. Paul O'Neill back in about 5th spot. Then it's Baker now. Look at him work Pine over. Baker and Pine having a go at each other. Then Pine gives it a big neutral. Baker charges at him. It's Pine in front. Baker's there. Leslie sitting back saying, go on, field it, play around. And it's Johnny Pine in front. Baker second. Johnny Leslie doing a great job in 3rd spot. Look at Baker. Makes a big sideways drift in the town and he's got him. Pine's up high, and now last year's winner Baker. Alan Baker, there's Pine in front still. Baker's still there, working him over. There's Pine in front. Baker's in second spot, he gives him a better nudge. How much can he take it there, Sonny Pine? There's Pine in front, Baker second, Leslie third. Bims goes underneath Leslie. Paul O'Neill back in 5th spot. Then you've got Dorridge in the 6th spot. On the racetrack at this stage, with John Pine from Newcastle, just flying in front. Oh, Baker's in second, Johnny Leslie's there, Bims there, Paul O'Neill's there, Garage is there as well. And the pace is nearly on now, car 4 still circulating quicker, that's Sterling Robinson out of Newcastle. Then it's 30 laps down, 20 laps down, 30 to go. And still our race leader in front from Newcastle, research. Johnny Pine, oh, Pine gets another serve from Baker. Pine's in front, Baker's in second spot. Have a look at the loose smoke on the front of Baker's car. That'll give you some tools working Pine over. But it's Johnny Pine in front still. Baker second, Johnny Leslie takes out of him now. Here's his up through in the 3rd spot. Bims is there, Paul O'Neill's there, and also Garage. There's Stewie Robson flying in underneath as I speak. Nick McGold cases the back around 5th spot at this stage. Then it's Pine in front in car 9, car 3 is in second, car 81 in 3rd. Then you've got Rossi Grims in 77, Paul O'Neill's in there, Garage is in there, Stewie Robinson's in there, then you've got Girdlesford in car 7. Oh, what a race, and the Australian champion, look out, Jordan! Couple of them coming together just very slightly, but there's a bit of damage done there, I'd say. Trying desperately to get the car pulled clear of the track here if he can. The green lights are on there, he's flying through, it's been behind the leader, where it's car 9 Robson. Johnny Pine it is, car 9, your race leader, he's in front. We've got yellow lights on in the infield there, I don't know why. Why are those yellow lights on in that car? Okay, Johnny, what's the yellow lights now? Someone throw a brick trail, anyway, please. It's Pine, but they're slowing it down now, so the lights are coming on. They've been given the slow down sign. Indian file. One to go, yes, we can see the chief steward Dave Flanagan holding one finger up. They're looking to the green, yes. Got the green flag over the shoulder, folks. We're about to restart. 98 Tooheys East Coast Grand National here at the NBN Lismore City Speedway, and go! And already out of the blocks is Johnny Pine. Baker's there with him again. Johnny Leslight's there. Brims is there. Then you've got Garage. And Stewie Robertson goes through quickly under Paul O'Neill, who rode with him. And the race is on now, and there's still Pine in front. Baker's second, Leslight third, Brims is there. Then look at Paul O'Neill. Up in the fifth spot now, Paul, and going hard. Go, Nate. But it's the race leader is still the boy from Newcastle, the Flyer. Oh, look out here. He's giving him a nice old serve again. Baker working the tail end clean out of that car of Johnny Pine. Not a thing's been done yet. But it's, look at, he's still up him again. This is a joke. Fair dinkum. How much have you got to stick it up someone? Oh, come on. Let's be fair dinkum. Gentlemen, the EPA has been under the promotion about noise. That is the biggest problem. They said it must finish at 10:30. People have been complaining about the noise. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, the T's East Coast Grand National winner for 1998 in the Newcastle International Motorrome, Johnny Pine.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, NBN. And bit of a shame about the lights not working, but nothing we could do about it. And I'd like to thank American Truck Parts and Bluey for keeping the car going for me. Thanks very much.
Second place has been awarded to Newcastle driver Alan Baker. Alan, congratulations. Good on you, man. Yeah, good drive.
I'd like to thank NBN very much for putting the show on. All you people. Tooheys. I might get some off NBN too. And I'd like to thank the owner of the car, Steen Earth Moving, and McRae Transport for helping us out this weekend. Shuey, Hoobie, Hilton, Damien, and my son Scott. Thanks very much. And I'd like to come back and rerun what's left.
Just hang on to those for the kids in it. Okay, and first place and the winner of the 1998 Tooheys East Coast Grand National, John Pine. Put your hands together for Newcastle. Well done, John.
Well, you could probably say it's a whole of victory, but it's just unfortunate that safety comes first, and the last crash down there, I didn't see it at the last minute, and I don't think the guys behind me did, and it's just unfortunate that we couldn't finish. Alan couldn't prove if he could beat me, or John, or someone else could have won it. It's always the unfortunate thing happens when there's a race declared, and everybody goes home and says, yes, I could have, or whatever, but you know, what can you do? I think if someone got hurt and killed, then we'd all be kicking ourselves, but you know, safety comes first. It's on the hands of the steward, and he couldn't do nothing about it but declare it when the lights went out, and that's one of the things. But I'd like to thank Tooheys, my sponsors, Tetron Engines, my fabulous crew, Cole, my son Luke, my wife Kerry, a couple of the other guys couldn't make it, and every other NZ, all the other sponsors that's associated with the Tetron Camaro. And this is one hell of a racetrack now, and I tell you what, I'd love to come back. It's like Alan said, it'd be great to come back here and finish off another 25, because this track, since they've put 4 metres out of the track and widened it, we can go racing, and that's the best thing that's ever happened to Lismore Speedway.
Well, let's do it tomorrow!
Thanks very much, John. Well, there it is from the drivers.